There is a famous story about Cristiano Ronaldo. It takes place at 3 o'clock in the morning. While his teammates are sleeping, while the world is quiet, he is in the cold water of a recovery pool. He isn't there because he has to be. He's there because the thought of being second, even for a second, is physically painful to him. We often talk about talent as a gift, something you are born with. But when we talk about Cristiano, we are talking about something else entirely. We are talking about a man who took the raw material of a skinny kid from Madeira and hammered it into a weapon of absolute precision. He didn't just play football, he industrialized greatness. He changed the definition of what an athlete's body can do and how long a career can last. This isn't just a highlight reel of stepovers and free kicks. This is an exploration of the Ronaldo Standard. A look at how one man's obsession redefined the professional limits of the world's most popular sport. To understand Ronaldo's impact, you have to look at the game before he arrived. In the early 2000s, flair was king, but it was often inconsistent. Then came this teenager at Manchester United. At first, he was a circus act, all stepovers and bleached hair. But then, something shifted. He decided that being good was an insult. He began a physical transformation that changed football forever. He was the first player to treat his body like a multi-million-dollar laboratory. He mastered the science of the leap. When he jumps, he generates 5 times more power than a cheetah at full spring. He doesn't just out-jump defenders. He hangs in the air, defying gravity through pure core strength. But his real contribution to the world of football wasn't just muscles, it was the blueprint. Before Ronaldo, the idea of a 41-year-old winger playing at the highest level was a dream. He made it a reality. He popularized the ultra-strict diet, the cryotherapy, the partition sleep cycles. He showed the world that a footballer's peak doesn't have to be a flash in the pan. It can be a decade-long sun that never sets. He didn't just beat his opponents, he outprepared them. If the World Cup belongs to the legends of the past, the UEFA Champions League is the house that Cristiano built. This is where his legacy is truly etched in stone. It wasn't just the goals, though 140 of them is a number that borders on the divine. It was the clutch nature of his soul. When the lights were the brightest, when the pressure was high enough to shatter glass, Ronaldo became more peaceful. Think of the 2016 hat-trick against Wolfsburg. Think of the bicycle kick in Turin that was so beautiful. Even the opposing fans had to stand up and applaud. He introduced a mental siege to the game. He thrived on hostility. While other players were intimidated by a whistling stadium, Ronaldo used that negative energy as fuel. He has done something few in history have achieved. He mastered 3 different leagues. He conquered the physicality of England, the technicality of Spain, and the tactical discipline of Italy. He proved that his system of greatness was portable. It wasn't about the jersey, it was about the man inside it. He brought a winning culture to every locker room he touched, demanding that everyone around him rise to his level or get out of the way. Beyond the pitch, Cristiano Ronaldo changed the scale of football. He became the most followed human being on the planet. But it's not just about social media numbers. He turned the individual player into a global brand that rivaled the clubs themselves. Because of him, kids in small villages in Asia and South America didn't just want to play for a team. They wanted to be CR7. He exported the idea of the self-made man. He wasn't born with the natural, effortless grace of some of his rivals. Every goal he scored felt like the result of 1,000 hours of work. And that is why the world connected with him. He made greatness look like a choice. His impact on football is measured in the way the next generation trains. Look at the young stars of today, Mbappe, Haaland. They all cite him as the benchmark. They don't just copy his skills, they copy his discipline. He taught the world that talent is only the starting line. The finish line is reserved for those who are willing to sacrifice everything else. As the sun begins to set on one of the greatest careers the world has ever seen, we can finally see the full picture. Cristiano Ronaldo is not just a collection of trophies or 5 Ballon d'Ors. He is a testament to the human will. He showed us that through sheer force of personality, you can bend the world to your vision. He leaves behind a sport that is faster, fitter, and more professional because he walked onto the pitch. He taught us that perfection isn't a destination, it's a daily practice. When the whistles blow and the boots are finally hung up, the stadiums will still echo with the sound of his name. Not because of the goals, but because of the standard he set. He didn't just play the game. He conquered it. He is the architect of his own legend. He is the eternal number 7.